Kusanagi Godou found himself awakening in a forest. Endless amount of trees stretching in every direction. Above, a dull gray sky that stretched out like an empty void. With his head ringing, Godou went looking around, trying to figure out exactly how he had gotten here, recalling the last of his memories. He had been in a fight with Superman, and somehow he had been beaten. Though, somehow wouldn't have been the right word to put it. The old man packed quite a punch, and then there was Athena. His mind raced to Liliana, Erica, Maria, and the others. He didn't know where he was, but he knew one thing was for sure. He needed to find a way home. He wasn't quite sure how long his journey would take him. The farther he walked, the more things still remained the same until he came to a small hut, a fire emanating from the inside, and a voice beckoning him to come. "So, a Campione enters into my domain," a ragged voice said. "No need to be shy. Come on in. Allow me to be hospitable." Godou came to see a man dressed in simple robe, sitting at the fire eating on fish. He had no idea who he was, but one thing was for sure, this was no ordinary man, if he were a man at all. Who are you?" "I've gone by many names. Though, to keep it simple, you can refer to me as Susano." "Susano? The god?" "Yes. Though, if you're going to ask which specific, you could say that I'm the embodiment of all of them. I'm a council all into myself." "But why? Why would a rogue god be in purgatory?" "Well, for simple reasons, I'm retired. I've given up my long days of fighting and conquest. Though don't get me wrong, the storm always brews within me, and I never know when I'll want to release it again." "Is that a challenge?" "Not at all. This is an open invitation. I imagine you have a lot of questions, especially about my granddaughter." "Your granddaughter?" "Seshuin." "Anna, you mean..." "Yes. She inherited her blade from me. The Ame no Marakumo. The blade that can control the weather. Commander of storms." "But why? Why is Anna doing this?" "Partially. She only wishes to fulfill her role. As a top mage in Japan, after all. A Campione is a great status to have. Many seek to be in his presence. The presence of a king. One who is not bound by the will of God or the will of man." Everyone keeps saying that. Everyone keeps talking about what a king is supposed to be. What? You mean to say that you don't enjoy the perks of being a Campione? You mean to say that the idea of having anything and everything you want, that it doesn't thrill you? Of course not! What exactly do you all think I am? That I'm some power-hungry madman? That I go on endlessly thinking about how I can abuse others? I'm sick of it. I can tell. It must get to you a lot. You have no idea. I never asked for any of this. I never asked to be chosen by the wizard. I never asked to be king. So why? Huh? Why do you do it? Why exactly do you carry out the duties of a Campione? I don't know. I guess because somebody has to. Do you really believe that? Of course. Rogue gods, monsters, demons, all the like. They just come to the earth to do whatever they want. They don't care about anyone or anything. And yet people praise them. They built temples. They built churches, everything else. They worship them. They kiss the ground that they walk on. And honestly, the concept of God makes you sick? Huh? Tell me, Kusanagi Godou, what do you harbor deep in your heart? You cannot hide it from me. I see it well. You were an average student, but someone who aspired to do great things. But when you were injured, that changed all of that. Your prospects, your future, everything was taken from you. But now that you have gained this power, you have the world at your fingertips, and yet you choose not to act on it. Why do you restrict yourself? Because it's not fair. You're right. I aspired to be a soccer player, the best in the world. But when I suffered that knee injury, it changed everything. I'd never be able to play again, not at my best. And for so long, I was bitter. I blamed everyone. I blamed everything. I shut everyone out. Susanoo would smile at that. Nice story, kid, but I don't think that's all. I think there's more to it. Wouldn't you say? Like what? Where are your parents, Godou? He hadn't thought about his parents. It had been so long. He remembered that he and his sister, the day that they went to live with their grandparents, it was the accident. You've been holding it in for so long, haven't you? You try to keep it suppressed. That rage, it burns inside of you. Melts away inside of your bones, something you can't ignore even if you wanted to. It's ingrained in you, isn't it, Kusanagi Godou? The rage that you have towards the gods. Towards the gods. Your parents were taken from you. A random chance of fate. An accident. And you've held that anger and resentment ever since you became a Campione, haven't you? You never questioned about the existence of gods. For you, the worst day of your life, you thought it was just happenstance. You thought it could have happened to anyone. But then you realized that no, the gods are real. And that not a single one intervened on your behalf. This world that took everything from you, they have never intervened. Wouldn't that include you? You're right, it does. And the very sight of me pisses you off, doesn't it? You're damn right it does. You gods, you're selfish, you're cruel. All you care about is yourselves. Now we're getting somewhere. But that's not all. It's that you have the nerve to look down on us humans. You have the nerve to talk down to us. You gods who never lift a finger to help. You have the power to change the world. Yet you act more selfish, more vain, more cruel than anyone else. I've seen it firsthand. The lives that you take. The lives that you destroy. So tell me, who will make them answer for their sins? Do you want to find out? Susanoo began to let his mana flare, and Godou responded in kind. Do you want to fight? Maybe I do, Campione. After all, you come into my domain, and you give me disrespect. If you're itching for a fight, kid, I'm more than happy to give you one. Then let's go. I'm just messing with you. Huh? I have no desire for fighting, Campione. I thought I already told you this. I'm sorry. What are you apologizing for? You're a king, are you not? Whatever you say, you're supposed to mean it. Don't backtrack just because I said so. But I do see the qualities in you, Kusanagi Godou. Someone who fights for the weak and the innocent. You wish to hold people accountable, whether they be man or God. It makes no difference to you. There is only right and there is wrong. That is how you see the world. That's why you're a king unlike any other. Must say it's a bit unorthodox, but I definitely see what Inna sees in you. Inna. That's right. Inna, Erica. They have to be here. Where are they? Feel them out. Even in the land of purgatory, you'll be able to find them. Just focus on what they look like. Focus on them in your hearts, and you'll be led to them. Yes. Thank you. One last thing. Inna hasn't been acting like herself. Because I've been stuck in purgatory, I haven't been able to reach her. Even now, my power goes in and out. It's not her. It's the blade. The blade? The blade has a will of its own. The Ame no Murakumo. The blade was cursed by a powerful sorcerer. One who was able to use it to influence her actions to a degree. I'm not making excuses for it, but I am saying, please, help out my little girl. I promise, I won't let anyone die. I know you won't. You're a Campione, and a Campione keeps their word. Meanwhile, in purgatory, Inna, Seshuin, and Erica Blendelli continued their battle, with Erica being left on the defensive, desperately hoping to find Godou. I was expecting so much more from you, Miss Blendelli. I must say, has the Order of the Copper Black Cross lost its edge? How could you ever say something so foolish? It's only an observation. Your power, it only continues to grow. Do tell me your secret. The power of this blade, it feeds on the strength of my ancestors, Susanoo. I could tell. And now you're continuing to absorb that power? I will, even if I must give my soul to this blade. It has promised me a future by the side of Kusanagi Godou. As a Campione of Japanese descent, it is only fitting that someone of also Japanese blood sit by his side. And, after all, once I have proven my superiority, I will bear him powerful and even stronger children. I am not a jealous woman, Inna. I am more than happy for my Godou to have mistresses. I have no problem with you sitting at my right hand. But let me make one thing perfectly clear to you. The one who will bear the first child of Kusanagi Godou will be yours truly. A privilege I reserve for myself and I will give to no other. You're free to fight me on this, though I must warn you will not fare well. We'll see about that. The sword that Inna carried began to wrap itself around her like armor. Erica could feel an ominous presence forming around it. It was as if Ina was starting to allow her spirit to be subjugated. The power of Ame no Murakumo now beginning to take shape. I give myself to you, Blade of the Sky, Commander of the Four Winds, Master of the Seas, and God of the Storms. Please grant me salvation in this moment. Allow me to strike my enemy. Use me as your vessel. At that moment, Kusanagi Godou would arrive. Erica, relieved, as much as she didn't want to admit, she needed a break. Erica, are you all right? I'm fine, Godou. I just needed a moment to rest. After all, why do you think I've been doing all of this? It's fine, just leave it to me. I promise I'm gonna get you both out of here. Both? I see, so you've made your decision? Of course I have. It just took a while for me to figure it out. But I am a Campione after all. I should be a little selfish sometimes. I never thought that Godou and selfish would be in the same sentence. Kusanagi, Godou, Ina said. You've come. Have you finally come to your senses? I have. I'm going to free you, Ina, of this curse, and I will find the one who placed it on you. There is no curse, Campione. I yield to no one. Get a grip of yourself. Ame no Murakumo, Godou said. You are not in your right state of mind. Your will has been corrupted. How dare you? I promise I will help you. But first, you need to let Ina go. She is my vessel. The contract has been formed. I am not permitted to kill you, but I will take her life. You dare to threaten that in front of me? Godou said, as he grabbed hold of the Sword of Salvation, raising it to the sky as he yelled, Shazam! A strike of lightning transformed Godou immediately. His vigor and vitality now restored. I am your opponent, Ame no Murakumo. If you want to get to her, you will have to go through me. Meanwhile, outside in Japan, sitting by a riverside overlooking the dark clouds ahead, Salvatore, a fellow Campione, as well as champion chosen by the wizard, watches on, feeling as the final hours begin to tick away. A man dressed in a suit with a monocle in his right eye stands next to him. Well, Dr. Savannah. If it isn't the outcast of the Crinjar family, disgraced Campione, to what do I owe the pleasure? You know why I'm here, Salvatore. The Rock of Eternity, right? He who carries the 7 deadly sins? I'm surprised you haven't joined them in this little caper. I have no reason to. I harbor no grudge against the wizard. That's a lie. Okay, it is. But why haven't you acted? I think you already know the answer to that. I don't plan on getting involved until the rock has fallen, when the 3 faces of evil finally emerge and I can be given a proper challenge. As for the rogue god Athena and then for the Kryptonian, well, you're free to do whatever you want. I have to put a stop to this before he arrives. Who? The right hand of God. The right hand of God? You don't think he'd actually show up for something like this. You know he's going to. And when he arrives, all that will follow him is the wrath. And I don't think this world can handle that. Okay, I understand all that, Salvatore said as he drew in his fishing line. But why exactly are you here? I mean, regardless of what you do, your family's never going to accept you. You're, well, place no gra, to say the least. No one would touch you with a 100-foot pole. You're disgraced by every magic community in the world, forever shunned and to walk alone. I mean, what exactly do you have in this world that's worth fighting for? That's none of your business. If it comes down to it, I'll face them all on myself if I have to. You speak of valor, a feminine voice said behind the two of them. Now, what the? Salvatore raised his glasses. What is this? A Campione convention? Princess. You boys will have to take turns with who will fight the Kryptonian. But before anything else, I will get my hands on Athena. Well, it looks like we've got ourselves a party. The disgraced Campione and the Princess of Themyscira. The Campione Diana. Or should I say, Wonder Woman. This concludes Campione, Fury of the Gods. What if Godou Kusanagi was Shazam? Season 3, Part 4. As always, if you enjoyed today's video and everything else that we have to offer, then please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit that bell for post notifications so you can stay up to date on everything that is PowerCore Productions and Podcastings that has to come out now and in the future. Stay tuned next time as we continue with Campione, Fury of the Gods. What if Godou Kusanagi was Shazam? Season 3, Part 5. But anyway, that's going to do it for the end of today's video. I'm Javon Harrington with PowerCore Productions and Podcastings, signing off, and I'll see you next time.